I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
podcast
on the Citadel.
Welcome to Andromenerds, somehow still the number one podcast on the internet, Mass Effect related,
in the world.
My name is Minius of Minius GC, and with me are my co-hosts, Tucker from Mass Effect Follower.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Zesty.
Hey, I made it longer.
The one and only BioFan.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
And AbilityDrain's internet isn't working.
AbilityDrain is becoming our Half-Life 3.
It's great. She was talking with us. We were all ready to go and talking about what we're going to talk about, and then it didn't happen. Andromenerds normally post Tuesdays at noon Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 at night in the UK. But we might be switching it up a little bit because we want to change the recording time so we can actually get AbilityDrain on, which would be nice. If you'd like to contribute to the show with a question or topic suggestion, email us at andromenerds@gmail.com. This is episode number 11. If you're listening to this podcast a bit late, you might want to see if episode 12 is up, because episode 12 is going to be our N7 preview show, which is going to have a little timetable on it. Listening to the preview show after N7 Day, probably less entertaining.
Yeah, you may want to get on that pretty quick.
So this week, we're going over artwork for my little contest/giveaway. We're going to be looking at a bunch of finalists, and then I also had some additions that I think you guys will enjoy looking at because they're kind of funny, but we'll get into that. I'm going to make a video this weekend featuring everybody's artwork because everybody who sent something in, really talented, far more talented than I am, and you deserve a showcase at some point. But first, what can you win? The number one item, the exquisite Art of the Mass Effect Universe book, featuring concept art from the talented BioWare artists, and the Droop Corpuscian trilogy, the novels Mass Effect Revelation, Ascension, and Retribution, and then the flat-out adorable Grunt plush. It's adorable. All right, so we're going to be picking first, second, and third place, and then those winners get to sort out what's what, and we're kind of experimenting here. I'm going to share the images with you two live as we're recording so we can get your first reactions. So this could make for a really awesome show, or it could be a total disaster. Either one should be entertaining, though. First of all, we got some crowns. This crown is from Jacob in Missouri.
All right, taking a look at it.
Ooh.
It's nice, but what is it for? Like, what's with the...
Oh, it's got the G2 on it.
Oh, it does. I love that. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? This one looks good. All the way back to the origins.
Oh, man.
The other one's a neat crown icon that we might want to use from Elena.
Oh, is that the one you sent in already?
That's the one that I sent earlier, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
like the way it looks. It doesn't quite... Well, it might... Yeah, it'll depend. I think we might want to use these... Anyway, but there was a third crown that got sent, but the person who made the crown is also a finalist, so I wanted to showcase these
Oh, okay,
first.
so that one...
I like the second one just because it also has like the logo.
Yeah, it goes with our...
See, that can be used multiple times.
It looks like Anima could have made it. Like, it looks like it goes with our theme perfectly. So.
And it also looks like that one can be used multiple times, while the first one can only be used once.
I disagree.
The first one is for more of a special occasion.
I think the first one could be used permanently because that was the origin of the crown. It's kind of amusing. But maybe you'll get to choose what kind of crown you want.
You'll have options.
We haven't actually had a crown hand out yet. By the way, the first crown...
Actually, we have had a crown handed out. Remember?
When?
And our little Tucker isn't here, and we had a... Did you not watch episode 9.5?
Were you guys betting on whether I'd live or die?
No.
No, you gave yourself a crown for that?
I think I wanted to come up with some kind of bet, and you said no, and I was like, but I wanted to make a crown, and you were like, well, give yourself a crown. I was like, well, okay, I will, and I did.
All right, I'm not counting that.
I'm not counting it. I just wanted to give a crown because I wanted to do it.
Okay, so back to where I was going toward. The first crown probably going to be handed out
The first official crown.
after N7 day. We're going to be doing some N7 day predictions, and we'll see who gets the most right. Could make for an entertaining show.
We also have the crowns alone for the release date.
N7 day. So we may have a double crown on our post N7 day.
Well, I'd be careful with that first crown because all it takes is one delay. I'm aware that delays at this point would be very unfortunate, but in a 2-week delay, not unheard of.
So you're saying we can't give the crown out until the game comes out?
I mean, we can have a discussion of this later. In the comments section, do we give the crown out beforehand, or do we have a potential retraction situation where somebody gets the crown that doesn't deserve it?
Dude, if they do that, there should be like a guillotine next to the person.
I'm pretty sure
Or a dunce hat.
that we should just have it go by whatever the release date they announce is. And if it changes, that person was still right.
Discussion coming up after N7 day.
Just saying. So,
at one point, I will have to go back and review the tape. All right, so we're going to get to the pictures now. Got a bunch of different ones from a bunch of different people.
Are these the finalist ones, or are these the kind of funny ones that you...
These are finalists. Well, they're mixed in together. These are in no particular order. This first one's from Jose in Arizona.
This one's cool.
Oh, that's nice.
I like the beam in the background and like the biotic electricity stuff. That's cool. I like
Some really talented people that hand stuff
Is the
in.
beam in the background like at the end of Mass Effect 3?
Is this supposed to
the beam that
be
you go up?
Ryder
Looks like it.
or Miranda with the ponytail or...
Looks like Miranda, so that would make it a Mass Effect 3 beam, but it also looks a little bit like the new stuff from the gameplay reveal.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Ryder.
Yeah, like the face looks like Ryder and the hair looks like Ryder, but the outfit looks like Miranda, so I'm confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
It
it
cool.
looks cool. I'm just confused.
I like the lighting effects.
There's a little
What?
mistake I noticed in it.
All right, Tucker, pick these apart, you douchebag.
I was going to say, well, you see on her outfit there's a bunch of hexagons, but if you look right where it opens up, the hexagon that's on the right side, it goes into her skin. But they see that, it's kind of faded, but you can still see it there.
That's terrible.
oh my gosh,
God.
I see it now.
This was
I
a
can't
good turn
unsee
into?
it. She has hexagon skin. Ugh.
Right? You see that?
All right. I'm going to move to the next one. You guys are mean.
I still like it. I'm just confused.
Oh, I mean, it's still good, but
Here's one from Sophie from the UK.
Oh, wait, there you go. Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh, this is adorable.
So this is when I came out with the idea of an art contest, I was hoping to get more stuff like this. I should not have called it an art contest.
This is adorable. I would just like to point out the fact that she used more than one bear.
It's important. Are those bears stuck together, you think?
I'm gonna guess yes, but the fact that she had a bear that was stuck to another bear, props.
It works cool.
All right, on Thursday, when this releases, I will put a scheduled tweet out on the second
cool.
that releases.
Okay, there are more of these, by the way, that you might
We
also
can tweet
like.
these out on
Oh, yeah.
Thursday. It'll be okay.
All right. Okay, this next one is by Maya from British Columbia, which is my favorite province in Canada and also the only one I've actually explored extensively.
We're getting very international with this art.
And people are loving the animals.
Oh my god, dolphin people! Yes!
Yeah.
I love it.
This is the
It
next
still has
cycle.
the N7. Oh my god, I love it.
That's awesome. What is with the gun? The gun
It's
looks
a
like
dolphin
it's a wet
people
noodle.
weapon.
Well, I mean, it's
a dolphin people one.
people gun.
I know, but it's a wet noodle gun.
It's good to know that if the humans fail in your version of Mass Effect, the dolphin people will bring the N7 program back.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, this one is a wallpaper from Hyperion in Germany. I believe I showed you guys to this earlier. The actual original, and I might want to put this up somewhere, the wallpaper he sent was in like super plus 4K HD, 4800 by 2700.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, the so there's another. I wonder.
I might make that my background, actually. That's pretty cool.
Julian Hyperion's. I'll send you the bigger file later. Julian Hyperion, there's another one up there that looks kind of like this. I like this one a lot better that he put together. There's one online that looks somewhat similar. I wonder if he did that one too.
Yeah, I've seen it online, yeah.
This one, I mean, it's got pretty much stuff like stills from the trailers and the concept art. I think it looks really cool.
I like how he did unique angles, but the symmetry of the angles on the other side of the image is the same. Like if you fold it in half like a hamburger or a taco, it's the same.
What?
They have taco folding in Texas? I've never heard that before.
You've never heard of folding a piece of paper like a taco or folding a piece of paper like a hamburger?
It's hamburger or hot dog.
Yeah, it's hamburger or a hot dog. What?
Okay, well,
taco?
I come from like Taco Central, USA, up here in Austin, Texas.
So you're getting it from the wrong place.
I'm saying that we have tacos, therefore we win by default.
That sounds un-American.
Anyway.
All right, so this
Like,
next
if you
one.
look- Oh, well,
Sorry,
can I
this
get my
next-
point across on why I
Yeah,
like it?
go.
Okay. So if you look at like the main center one, the 4 triangles, they're all like unique angles, but if you fold it, they all like hit each other, or the like shapes to the side of that. Like if you fold it, he knows what the artist knows what I'm talking about. So you know what? Yeah, just like
He's
see
from
how
Germany, and I don't know what kind of tacos they have in Germany. Hyperion also, by the way, very upset with our scientific explanations from last week.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw some
lot
very
of
disappointed
people.
comments.
This one is by Ethan from New Zealand.
Oh my God, Dolphin People and Space Bear Initiative! This is the best.
I like it. It's a combination of the bear and dolphin
And the
people.
dolphin,
So the bear is Liara.
and the dolphin is Femsha.
Yeah, I noticed
Dolphin.
that.
I feel like that would be reversed. I don't know. I feel like dolphins are more feminine than bears.
What? You can't have a mama bear?
Oh no, you can't. But those things are ferocious as fuck.
Yeah, Liara is a little bit timid, but it doesn't matter because that's really funny.
Okay.
You can tell there's a theme with some of these early ones that I'm sending them because I think they're hilarious.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
these funny ones. These funny ones are fun.
Okay, this one, I also sent this one to BioFan. I don't know if you like this one. It's from William, who redid one of his other things into a meme because I've never seen a Krogan human love artwork before, so I thought it'd be funny to show you guys. William from Virginia.
Why is it talking about a fertile female when that's
Yeah.
a male?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't get it? Okay. I thought it was, I mean, it's like a love note.
I mean, I appreciate it, but like the bottom line of text needs some clarification and
Yeah.
revision.
Because the picture's a guy, so that's not a fertile female.
Well, it says it loves you more than a fertile female. More.
Oh.
Oh.
That's important. All right, fine.
It's funny, but
The artwork is nice. The actual like drawing is nice.
All right, this next one is one of my favorites, Lloyd from Australia.
Ooh, I like this one. This one's cool.
Doesn't it look awesome? The Rider father in a remnant vault.
Papa Ryder in the remnant
looks-
vault with the beam thing. This
this
awesome.
looks like it could be some form of concept art.
Doesn't
Like
it look
this-
like he stole this from concept art from the actual
Yeah,
game?
it looks like some like cel-shaded concept art kind of
It
idea.
looks like if they were to do. It looks like comic book art to me, kind of.
I like
Yeah,
comic book
yeah.
art quite a lot.
Yeah,
So I think this one looks very, very cool.
I like
that one.
It's cool.
That is very cool.
This one specifically has to do with our teams. I know Tucker's going to be a large fan of this.
Ooh,
It's Gabriel from Austria. Could be Gabriel.
We will win with science.
Yeah, I think it's got BioFan. Did I win the Twitter vote by 2%? Is that what that
yeah,
is
you
representing?
won the Twitter vote by like 2%.
I see.
And I think you got that 2% because a lot of people weren't aware of the fact that Eve kicked a lot of butt in that one scene. But whatever, it's close enough to
So
a tie.
they misspelled science.
To be fair, I don't think English is a primary language in Austria.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
this is from
because they're-
Austria. Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I'll give them that because they're from Austria.
Yeah,
I also like
um,
how they had Arya and who was your biotic?
Taylor Vasir,
Taylor Vasir. Like
who, by the way,
going-
is probably the most difficult enemy that Shepard took down that isn't a Reaper.
Yeah, so they have Arya and her, like, battling it out, like, major biotic style in the background, with, like, the other ones with, like, major explosives. I also like how Grunt has the baby Grunt plushie on top of the nuke.
I like this one.
Who's that in, like, the background? Like, just the regular human.
It might be you.
Is it me? Oh yeah, because it has, like, the mouth, like, smirky thing that my avatar has. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so, like, that's me, and then the baby plushie of Grunt is you on top of the nuke, and then Tucker is the dude over there talking about, like, science and stuff.
Dude, we will win with science. You will win with science. You'll always win with science. Science is everything.
Or you'll win with science.
Science, yes.
Science!
This next one is from Sarah from Illinois, spelled S-A-R-A, by the way.
Oh, hey!
Sarah, if you're listening, do you pronounce your name Sarah?
I'm sorry you misspelled your name.
No, she didn't. That's how you spell Sarah. By the way, Space Bear Initiative.
I
You
love
should tweet
this.
at People Space Bear Initiative.
I love this picture.
Join today and bring salmon.
Which developer should we target? Should we go for Mike Gamble? Space Bear
Yeah.
Initiative?
Well, him and I don't know how to pronounce him, but it's SJOS, something like that.
Oh, you mean...
Yas. Yas Hendricks.
Dude, I feel like that guy would hop on board with this like you would not believe.
Or, there's also Mac Walters. Mac Walters probably like it. Aaron Flynn has expressed interest.
We need to tweet at these people Space Bear Initiative. We need Space Bears to be named by their proper
Fabrice.
Oh, dude, one person
Minius.
was in the comment. I can't remember which of our channels, but it was about the most recent podcast, and they said if in whatever codex entry is for that creature, if they do not mention Space Bear anywhere, they're going to be disappointed.
I will be thoroughly disappointed, and I feel like that is something they can easily add into the game. Yeah, that's something
right.
you can
It's just a
easily.
little text file.
Yeah, you can easily add that into the game. Space Bear Initiative for the win, and I will totally be tweeting out this art all the time because it is awesome. Thank you.
This is a
Sarah.
lot of fun.
I
Yeah,
love
okay,
this.
this next one I actually showed you guys ahead of time. And obviously this is here for entertainment value. I thought it was hilarious. Both of you guys were insulted, which is why we're showing it here.
I'm a
Which
fan.
I thought was hilarious.
I'm a fan.
I don't know
What
why
is
are you
with my
insulted by being a fan?
hairstyle?
Tucker's
fan.
exact words when I showed this to him was like, "Is that what people think I look like?"
Is that what people-
Tucker, it's a stick figure.
I mean, a lot of the one things like that hairstyle. I didn't know I have a mullet. Apparently,
I am a fan. I am a fan.
oh, I like how
fan.
I like how
Hey, you're a
I like how
BioFan.
the top one, it's all that, but on the bottom one, you're the fans plugged in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and hair does turn him on, by the way. It's true.
I like hair. I like hair options.
I like that. That's funny. All these are pretty funny. I'm enjoying these. There's a good giveaway idea. This
I'm
is
a
definitely
fan.
providing you some laughs.
So this one is by Colin from Missouri.
Ooh,
Picture
This
of
one's
Garrus. I believe
cool.
that's Palavin in the background.
that's cool. I like
Oh,
the
that's
red
cool.
armor. That looks cool.
I haven't seen Garrus in red armor, really, and it looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah, he looks good in red.
Wasn't that one of the options that you could?
No, I don't think you could
I
ever
don't think
put him
so.
in red armor. No,
I could have sworn that he had like a red armor in Mass Effect 1.
I just Oh, you mean like the Phoenix armor?
Maybe.
I'm replaying Mass Effect 1 right now, and that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, armor in Mass Effect 1, you could have all kinds of colors.
Yeah.
I don't really count that because that was like legitimately loot as opposed to.
Yeah,
Just
like
an
Mass
artistic
Effect 1
thing.
armor was loot, so.
Yeah.
All right, this one is from Ann-Sophie from Esveria or Sweden. I've totally butchered. This is why we say Sweden and not Esveria, or however it's actually pronounced. This is from a comment I made earlier about shepherds getting together and having a kid.
So if male shepherd had a kid with female shepherd, it would be the dream child.
Yep,
It would be the
to be
Nice.
as offensive as possible.
Nice.
By the way, she has an alias. It's named Bassmuppin, or Bossmuppin, which translates to Poop Muppet.
Amazing. This gets better and better as this conversation goes.
All right,
I'm just
I'll-
looking at it, and I'm just like, this is very complicated.
It's a little creepy, yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know.
This one's from Matthias. At least I think that's as close to get from Argentina.
Oh, I like this one. This one's really cool.
Again with the concept art.
Aren't these legitimately could be concept art, couldn't
Like,
they?
I think this person honestly stole concept art that we do not know of yet.
No, this person took the concept art from that one image of like the Pathfinder one where he has that little thing on his wrist and it puts up the planet and stuff. But like he took that and then he meshed it together because of the multiple rings, I think. But then he put the Asari over there like she's looking at it or something. I like it. I like it a lot.
The outfit that the Asari has on looks amazing.
Isn't it cool? I think there's like it's a lot of like Photoshop together with actual artwork. It's a really cool mesh of the two.
Yeah, it's like Photoshop together with a lot of artwork. I like it though.
That's
I like
awesome.
I can tell they also put in
Is that one of the finalists?
Yeah, that's one of the finalists.
Oh, damn.
the little blue planet things are from that scene in the gameplay trailer, so it's taken like footage too from it.
God, that is really damn good. I love
And if
that.
you notice, I think that is the Carnifex pistol.
I think it is too. Yeah. Also, the picture where she's looking at, I believe that's an actual picture of Andromeda from space.
That, and if you notice the as it moves further away from the Asari, it looks like it's in the like the right half of the picture, not the window half, but the other half as you move further away from the Asari is from that room that female writer wakes up in the EA Play trailer. You know? Doesn't it kind of look like that to you? Like that circle?
yeah, like
Yeah, it could
the
be, yeah.
like the little bottom area is maybe where the cryo bed goes down.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Plus, he used my favorite Asari, so.
Your favorite Asari. All right, this one is from Catherine in Florida, who put together a little comic. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get more comics.
I like how the Florida one has a beach.
Well, this one is directly related to a quote from the game.
It's a little baby Krogan.
Not only is that a little baby Krogan, that's baby Morden,
More than the baby Krogan is so cute.
who's playing with seashells.
This is so cute. And it had little floaties. Oh, this is so cute.
How's baby Morden
Okay.
a Krogan?
Okay,
Go
Tucker.
back to Mass Effect 3. We've talked about this before. You go back to Mass Effect 3. Remember before the final like run to the beam when Rex is like, I'm gonna name my
Right.
firstborn
I
Morden,
was
and
I
it's
was
gonna
actually
be a girl."
I was thinking of like the child of Morden. That's what I was thinking of.
No,
I
Morden the
forgot-
baby Krogan. It's little Morden baby the Krogan on the beach with little floaties. It's adorable.
I forgot that Rex was going to name his kid after Morden. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing together. They're also assembling, and this is the Catherine sent in a crown, and that's the crown they're assembling out of seashells.
Oh, it's so cute.
I was going to say, are those Morden's dog tags at the top? But no, they're not.
They're shepherds, I think.
Yeah, they're shepherds.
They got the N7 on them. So.
What did Morden have? I mean, he had dog tags, but what
But
were
he
they?
wasn't N7, so.
Yeah. What would they be? STG?
But I like this next one's cool. I like
This
it.
next one's by Dennis from Ontario.
I think he's on the sand planet. Is that sand? I think it's sand.
Definitely like having some battle scars. You can see with the armor how there's scratches and been
It's a
some
really
damage.
cool artwork put together.
What is that behind the gun? It looks like
Smoke
a
from
gray
the bullet going
alien.
off, I think.
Oh,
right?
okay. It's like looks like a gray,
Like gunpowder, maybe? I don't know.
but not gunpowder. Maybe just heat emission.
Yeah, that too.
This is a comic from Dear Eve, who didn't send in his or her info. So unfortunately, not actually qualified, but I figured that this one's very topical to Andromenerds and worth showing on the show. Shepard, this planet appears to have the same qualities as Earth. However, I am picking up some interesting readings. You should take a look at this. It's a
Dragon!
Is this
I
a
got this.
Dragon Age reference?
Yes,
This is a
and they're in
Dragon
the
Age Mass
hinterlands.
Effect crossover. I love it.
They're in the hinterlands, Tucker. I thought you'd recognize
So,
it.
just like me, they're not leaving it.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, this is probably the perfect time to bring this up because a lot of people in the comments about our last episode have been complaining that I should totally go kill the Griffin in Witcher 3. And so we've decided that when Tucker leaves the hinterlands, BioFan will kill
I can
the
leave the
Griffin.
hinterlands in 5 minutes right now to make you play that game. It's a great game, but
When Tucker, fully leaves the hinterlands.
what does that mean?
You progress through the story after leaving the hinterlands.
We'll see.
You guys will have to work that out with each other. So I think you guys should both. You should just do it anyway and finish those games.
And also, I've been getting a lot of, I don't know about you guys, I've been getting a lot of game suggestions, which is awesome because there are some games I kind of forgotten about that I remember, oh yeah, I wanted to check that game out. So I like those suggestions.
Let's go over those in the question section after we get to these. All right, this one is from Brown Eyed Hex.
I like
France.
it, but I'm not sure what the thing in the background is.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not
no.
a Thresher Maw.
It totally is a Thresher Maw.
Oh, it's a Thresher Maw. Okay.
Is it? With the...
Yeah.
It looks kind of thin to be a Thresher Maw, but hey, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's
a draw.
probably not right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one a lot, of course, because it's got Grunt in it. I'm a little biased when it comes to Grunt.
You're a little biased when it comes to Krogan.
Well, hey, I'm also biased when it comes to Krogan. You're the only one on this podcast who's not biased when it comes to Krogan, Tucker. Get hip.
Oh, I'm
Get
sorry,
hip.
I'm not biased.
This one's from Deborah in Brazil. I don't know how you pronounce Deborah in a Portuguese.
Deborah?
I don't want to say it wrong because I'm going to say it totally wrong. But this is a really cool.
I like the concept of having the person's face and then the arm
effect.
onto it. It's Mass
Those are
Effect.
S's, dude.
I know it's Mass
Okay.
Effect.
You're going to bring up text and what letters are what. We're going to get crowns broken out again.
I think it's a G.
There's no way you're winning one of these crowns.
It's cool. I think that's his goal.
Even if I am correct, you'll edit it so I am wrong.
No, I'm not mean like that. Well,
Nah, I'll just be wrong on my own. I'll prove you wrong. I'll ruin my own plans.
okay, maybe I am mean like that.
I like that, but digressing with the background, I like the helmet, how it's see-through, kind of like that.
This one's from Zaznayaka, and that's as close as I'm going to get from Russia.
Zaznakya?
I'm pretty sure it's Zaznayaka. So Russian language is difficult to translate, and English is stupid.
And they got the Andromeda Initiative little thingamajig right on the armor of the rider.
This reminds me of Paragon Lost. Kind of the art style just reminds me of Paragon Lost, even though it was anime-ish. Just kind of reminds me of it.
There's also a second follow-up version to this.
Oh, that one's 10 times better.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
this
that's
is
not
just
the official entry. You can
wonderful.
only choose one.
I think this would be
this
a better
one.
entry.
This one fits perfectly.
Oh man, I like this one.
Well, this is you're highly biased because we like Space Bears.
That
I like how this person went with specifically a different kind of bear for each person.
dude, the panda is amazing.
Very diverse, yes.
Diversity in bears. I like it.
We need to pick out 3 favorites.
I already know.
That's all of them.
Oh, is
That's
that
all
all of them?
All right, I'm going with the Raccoon-Asari concept art kind of looking one. That one was fantastic.
Do you think after she gets a name that she can not be called Raccoon Asari anymore?
No, she has no name. It's Raccoon-Asari.
Yeah, but I figure she's going to get named in a couple weeks.
Nah.
She's going to get stuck to Raccoon Asari.
I feel like she's gonna get named on N7 Day. I also co-nominate
Matthias
the
from
one
Argentina.
with the Asari.
Okay, I think I want to nominate one from Lloyd with Papa Ryder in the Remnant Vault.
Yeah, that's one of mine as well. The one that looked like a comic book picture.
Yeah, it looks like concept art that he stole.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, if you did steal this concept art, someone from BioWare is watching these, and they will be on you.
Apparently, a few BioWare people watch this, so
All right, we're getting a drum roll. We've come up with the top 3. Number 3, Hyperion from Germany with the awesome wallpaper. We're going to find a way for you guys to be able to download this. Second place with the very cool Papa Rider in the Remnant Vault, Lloyd from Australia.
Woo!
I like this one a lot. I really like this one a lot. And in first place, who gets the first choice of any of these ability toys things that we got, Matthias from Argentina with the really cool, such a cool Photoshop combination art job. You guys all really like this
It was
one.
my first choice. I loved it.
We talked about this one for a while. I think it looks so cool.
I think this one was like when you showed us that, and both BioFan and my reaction to it, it was obvious that this one was going to be, even if not just the winner, going to be the top 3.
All right, so we got so much awesome art. Thank you so much for sending this stuff in. I think it was a lot of fun to chat about it for a bit. I'm going to post everybody's art, everybody who sent stuff in. There's some really good ones that didn't make it to this show this weekend. So if you're listening to this on a Thursday, check out Saturday or Sunday. All the art, including the 3 winners, and hopefully we'll have worked out who gets what by that time. But if you guys want to make artwork and send it into the show, this was a lot of fun. We'd love to chat about your artwork on the show. So feel free to hit us up, andromenerds@gmail.com. Okay, do we have any other topics we want to try?
A all-female hybrid fish species uses males for better genetics, so it reproduces the same way the Asari do.
Is that a topic you want, or that was just really random?
That's something I just saw. A fish species is discovered with the kind of reproduction cycle that the Asari use. It is a fish that are only females. They are only female fish, and they use males for better genetics.
So like males of other fish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
It begins. Although the fish from the picture, it's yellow, so it's not blue.
There's the whip-tailed lizard that's all female as well, but it doesn't do like the using male for better genetics thing the Asari does. So that's But
Sorry can also use females for better genetics.
that is true. They can use themselves, their own race. So
The hybrids produce all-female offspring, but they mate with males whose sperm activate the egg to start development.
So are the males required?
Well, I mean, yeah, to make baby fish, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
But-
it's not exactly like the Asari.
But no, but it's all female, and
Can the females mate with each other
let's see.
and produce offspring?
How weird is it, the person who studies this, they're like, I want to see if these 2 female fish will bang.
Just put them in a room together, dim the lights, put some wine in the fish tank.
See what happens.
Dim the lights, light a few candles, put on some Marvin
Oh.
Gaye, see what happens.
Although my understanding, fish don't actually bang; they just do weird stuff, which I don't
they
want to
just-
get into.
Don't ruin the beautiful mental image we have created here, okay, Minius?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Kalei, what's up?
Woo!
All right. So the first question is from Alexander Johnson, and he asks, perhaps the 2 initiatives were sent at different times. You on the most recent, and the first team decided to try and conquer, with you trying to stop them. What do you think?
So
I think they
multiple
could be-
initiative battle.
I
Yeah.
think that the idea of the initiative versus the initiative could be something that happens in the game, but I don't think we're going to there are going to be any groups going to Andromeda before any other. I think it's everyone goes at the same time.
I think there has to be some kind of timing that, they're not all going at the same time. They may be a week apart, maybe a week or 2, and
I
because
that
of
gets so difficult, though.
science is really, really weird. There
This is
could
science
be-
fiction, and I think everyone's going to get there at the same time, so it works out that way story.
Yeah, but especially because we don't know how they travel.
They're all going to be in, like, a fleet together, so I don't think they're going to be that far apart. Maybe, like, a minute or 2, but...
Well, I mean, like, how they get there, because there could be something that really messes with time, that a minute here is 10 hours there, and something like that could affect, and when we get there, they're, I don't know, 7 months, they've been there for 7 months, and they've become violent, and now we have to go against them.
Yeah, the one thing that and this is
Is it-
all guesswork at this point because we don't know how the technology works, but you can go through a mass relay with a fleet. And
Well, yeah.
the fleet will go and they'll jump, they'll stay in whatever formation, and then they'll go through in formation. And I think in a case like this, you would want to go in a fleet because you don't want to show up in a unknown galaxy with just like a couple ships.
Yeah,
you want to bring
you
everybody.
don't know what's on the other side, but we don't know how they get there is the thing.
Well, it's either the two most likely ways are either they just like put on the thrusters and go into cryo, or Tucker had been talking a lot about like a wormhole kind of situation, which could also make sense because it would still take a long time even with a wormhole to get to Andromeda. And it's going to take several hundred years to get there. So
I kind of want to explain that a bit, what you were going on, but because wormholes, we don't know really how they work, but we know that they kind of can put us in different areas of space and time, if I remember correctly.
Wormholes
but-
are theoretical too.
Oh yeah, they're theoretical. I don't think any wormholes have been
this is how
found.
they theoretically work, and you guys should totally watch Interstellar because they also explain it in that movie. So imagine the universe as a piece
Like
of
a map.
paper. Imagine the universe as a piece of paper, and then you fold that paper in half, and you take a pen and you jab a hole through it. That little hole is the wormhole. Space is bent and allows you to travel to the other side, and then if you unfold the paper, then you're at a completely different place, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you fold a map and you put California and China right on each other, that's then
Yeah.
the
Then
wormhole
that would
starts
essentially, yeah, that's similar, yeah.
I think most
And
people
so-
listening to this are familiar with the basic concept of wormholes.
Well, just in case. But the idea is that we may have discovered a wormhole that we found goes to another galaxy, and so we go through that.
and by we, you mean in Andromeda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's what I'm kind of thinking because, we don't know how cryosleep affects the other species.
I don't think it's going to affect the other species.
It might.
Tucker.
You don't know, especially because like how Solarians have.
We've seen a Solarian. We've seen a Solarian in the trailers. They'll be fine.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that. Because the idea is the wormhole could if that's what they go, it could shorten the time that the travel takes by a lot. And especially because Solarians have, 40-year
They're just
lifespan?
gonna go into cryo.
Yeah,
They'll
but
be
we don't know how
fine.
cryosleep could affect them, is the thing.
Also, I think it's more like stasis
Yeah, it's more
instead
like
of cryo.
yeah,
but
it's more like stasis.
these are all like this. We can debate this forever. We need more information.
Yeah, I don't think.
I want some information.
Yeah,
And also, just a kind of side note, I've noticed that cryosleep is different in a lot of things. Like, if I'm remembering this correctly, in Halo, they go in cryosleep naked because if they're wearing clothes, the cryosleep will burn the clothes and scar the people if they're wearing clothes.
I think that they have the liberty to kind of do whatever kind of stasis cryosleep they want to do. So I think that we shouldn't debate it until we know more on what they're gonna do.
I mean, there's science fiction, but science fiction has some basis on science.
What's
Yes.
the next email?
It's all guesswork. All right, what else?
I
we
mean, the
got?
difference is like, science fiction is this stuff, but dragons, that's fantasy. So,
Is it? Are you
Or
sure?
is it?
well, Dragon Age is fantasy, while
Are you
Mass
sure?
Effect is science
Are you
fiction.
sure
and because
it's
of the
not?
Are you
basis,
sure about
Are
that,
you
Tucker?
sure about it, Tucker?
Let's go to the
Yes,
next question
Tucker.
before we get sidetracked.
Jerica Hanna, she asks, what do you think about the ability to change your character's features in the game while playing? Similar to Fallout 4, how you could add tattoos and hairstyles alongside like GTA 5, or the GTA games in general, where, you can give your person a different haircut, add tattoos, and change that around.
Or similar to Dragon Age Inquisition with the Black Emporium. There we go. Like where you have that mirror that you can change your character's face. I hope we have something like that in Mass Effect Andromeda.
That doesn't make quite as much sense unless you're going to go full reconstructive surgery.
Like have a plastic surgeon or something you can go visit and like change your eye color. Or
I know Geralt in Witcher 3 had like dynamic beard growth depending on how long you'd gone before a shave. Which is
I
really
remember
cool.
that in Mass Effect 2, I mean, there's the ability to remove the scars or not, but other than that, I can't think of a time in Mass Effect where you can change your character's facial after you started the game.
Yeah, but they did it in Inquisition and DA2, so maybe. We'll see.
The tattoo thing, it drew Karpyshyn in one of his books that one of our people won. The Blue Suns, for instance, have Blue Sun tattoos on them, but they can take them off real easy. And they do that for covert ops and stuff. So the tattoo thing would make sense within the lore. If you wanted to add a tattoo and then take it off and put another tattoo on there, that would make sense logically, according to lore. Be interesting.
All right, this one is a very short, quick question, but I've had a few people ask this in the comments and whatnot. But Alne Vanderholt, she asks, what platform are you going to play on?
I'm going to play on 3 different platforms.
Really?
Because there are 3 different, as far as we know. Actually, this leads into something else. I will primarily play on the PlayStation 4 for the reason that I have a whole bunch of friends on PlayStation, and they told me specifically that they were going to get super mad if I play Mass Effect primarily and other stuff for the multiplayer. But I absolutely want to play with as many people as possible, so I'll be poking around on the Xbox One and on PC.
I'll be playing on 2 different platforms. I'll be playing primarily on Xbox One for all of the main game stuff, and then I'll be playing multiplayer on PC because a lot of people on PC play multiplayer. So that's kind of the easiest way to... Because, like, not everybody has an Xbox or a PlayStation, but most everyone has a PC. So
Yeah,
you
but
can
it's
at least
do they have a
play
PC that can run it is the question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mainly just going to do Xbox, just because that's the one I have. Might do PC as well, but for the most part, Xbox.
Yeah, most part here, Xbox One, yeah.
Here's the other question that goes into this.
That's part of the reason why I selected this, is because of the question.
Okay. Do you have the next follow-up then?
No. It's for what you're going to say. It would be a good way to tie in that.
Okay, I'm stupid, and I turned off the question that I had.
Do you think that Mass Effect Andromeda is going to come out in the new Nintendo system?
It's confirmed
Switch?
it that it won't. Mike Gamble
really?
confirmed it won't.
First
yeah.
of all, don't. It's not confirmed that it won't. It's just confirmed that it probably won't be out on launch. There's no reason they can't port that over later.
I mean, I don't think that they're going to, because Mass Effect 3 came out on the Wii U, and it did not do well, from my understanding.
It's going to depend largely on how the Switch does. The Switch, by the way, I don't believe they've released this. I looked for a while for the internal statistics on it, and they don't have it.
When asked on Twitter on if Andromeda would come out on the Nintendo Switch, his response was PC, PS4. He said Neo, but I think he meant PS4 Pro and Xbox One.
No Scorpio? Well, the Scorpio hasn't even...
Yeah, it'll be later.
Yeah.
You can play it on Scorpio.
This is why it might come out later, but don't expect it as a launch title. EA was announced as a partner for Switch, so there will be EA games on it, and at some point, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it comes over. I would be a bit surprised if it comes out at release, because I think Nintendo's really kind of secretive about this and might have jumped it on them too late. There's no reason to delay it a bunch to make sure it gets out on Nintendo at the same time.
I mean, in the Switch trailer, it looked like they were playing NBA, which is an EA title, I believe.
I haven't gotten a Nintendo console in a while, so if this one works out, I'm kind of looking forward to picking one up.
Yeah, I had a Wii back in the day, but Wii games weren't all that great unless you were like doing, I don't know, like Wii Sports or like Mario Party kind of stuff, so I didn't really stick with it. I had
this fantasy that Nintendo stopped making hardware and just put out their games on Xbox and PS4, which I would enjoy quite a bit.
Yeah, I would like that. I played like the Pokemon games on the Game Boy, so that's a fun thing
quick side thing before we get into the next question is Hideo Kojima was visiting Valve.
Yeah, he's visited a lot of different... I wonder what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because he was at Valve, he was in Sucker Punch for a while in Seattle. Like, he's going all over the place and touring. Yeah. I would love to have a sit-down conversation with him about video games.
Dude, let's get him on the podcast.
By far one of the most talented people in the industry.
Speaking of sending people places, Fabrice Condominus is currently from BioWare is currently being sent like throughout Europe to show off the game, and then Blair
Really?
Brown, who's a producer on Andromeda, was sent to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Game Informer just happens to be based. So I'm thinking things are going down.
And
You know what
7
I mean?
days soon.
Oh yeah,
7 days soon.
they are definitely planning some stuff there.
Though the Game Informer cover, I think, is for maybe probably December.
That seems really early to do it, especially with N7, the biggest day for BioWare, coming up before
Well,
December.
haven't they already revealed like the
We'll
November?
get into this. This is really
Yeah.
good for next week.
Yeah, okay.
Talking about N7 Day stuff. Because it's the N7 Day preview show next week. Be ready.
Here's another fun one. Bobby Hooten asks, "What do you want to see in the collector's edition?"
It's a good question.
And obviously, I mean, this is kind of stupid that I have to say it, but seeing as how some companies have done collector's edition, I want the game to come in it. Because I don't know if you guys seen, but there have been some collector's editions that have come out that don't have the game.
I don't really pay attention to collector's editions normally because I don't have enough room to handle all those little pieces of...
I think one was like Titanfall.
Here we go. I want something that isn't just something that I'll like shove in a drawer and forget about. Like I'd like something, I don't know,
functional,
cool kind of.
Here's what I'm thinking is how about some papers that are like what they gave to the people who are going, like as in you're in the Mass Effect universe, like here's your acceptance papers into the ARC program.
Ooh, like a ticket to Andromeda?
Like, well, kind of like here's some papers about the ARC program, and here's some like details of you're going to be in room 17, or like floor 3, room 17, section B in that area, and here's your orders or something. I think that'd be really cool.
I'm trying to think of the things I would use. I got some posters up, but it's really hard to ship posters.
Yeah, I don't know. And
a model
like
of the Tempest?
That could be cool. With the Inquisition Collector's Edition, the main issue was that everything broke apart really easily. So I hope that they go about making it a little sturdier.
I wanted to have the season pass.
Yeah, that would be the thing I would look for.
So a season pass and the game. Okay, question. If it comes with the game, do you want it to come with a digital code for the game, or do you want it to come with a CD?
Oh, I want the physical CD.
Me too, CD.
I have gone completely digital. I am so tired of discs and CDs. I've made that change just a little bit ago, but I do not think... Yeah, I don't think you guys should not get a disc, but...
When it's a game that I've put in this much effort and this much of my life into covering, I want the physical copy. I want the physical, actual thing. If it's something that I'm like, that looks interesting, then yeah, sure, I'll download it and not worry about having this. But it's when a game that I've put in so much of my life to covering, I want the physical copy.
The only physical games I still own are Halo, and I will still buy every single Halo on a physical disc, just because it's like, the next Grand Theft Auto comes out, yeah, I'll buy that digitally, but with Halo, it's like, Halo change is very important to me, so I want a physical thing that shows that.
Yeah, BioFan, with what you were saying, is a game you spend a lot of time with. The games that I spend a lot of time with, I want digitally, so I don't have to, I can just turn them on whenever. But you need a bunch of storage space, so there's other issues there too. But
okay, how about an option of, like, when you get the collector's edition, do you want you physical CD or do you want a digital copy? Because, like, you can...
Physical.
Like, that you can select a checkbox of, do you want the physical copy or do you want the digital edition for it?
Maybe just that and a code, or the disc gives you an option to download it.
Or if I remember correctly, with the Halo 5 Collector's Edition, it came with a digital code, but if you brought the digital code unused to Best Buy and GameStop, they would give you the CD.
One extra hoop. I don't know. I don't feel strongly about this.
What's the next question?
All right, the final question, which this one is I saved for last on purpose because this is a very fun one, is from Sanjay Pavoni. And
you pronounce those names so well, dude.
Dude, hey, there is a French person, Alne van der Rolt.
I think she's,
Alne?
yeah.
Hey,
French
there's a
language
little
from Belgium, right?
There's a little tick thing over the E, so I'm thinking it's French. Anyways, Sanjay Pavone asks, what are some headcanon moments for you in the Mass Effect trilogy?
Wait, what?
What's like your headcanon?
Headcanon is...
Like you make stuff up to go along with the games in your head.
Yeah,
Oh.
with Mass Effect, there
I
is
see what you
no
mean, okay.
canon because
Yeah.
of the amount of choices. But to you, what is something that has to happen?
I have a very torrid affair with Gianna Parasini. That's canon according to my universe. I don't know why I'm so attracted to her because she doesn't play a large part, but some sexy business spy person that just does it. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that answer the question?
Well, I mean, like, for me, my headcanon is Liara being the romance person, is the person that Shepard romances with.
I think you're misinterpreting headcanon. Because with headcanon, you make stuff up to go into the thing that isn't part of the game.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the specific question because when I was reading it...
Because headcanon is like you make stuff up, but
here we go.
But it fits with things. Like
I'm
having
even
a
getting
torrid
wrong.
affair with Giara Parasini would be a headcanon.
Here's the
Yeah.
entire thing. Is for those of you who don't know, a headcanon is what fan of a franchise likes to believe happens or happened in that franchise that isn't necessarily stated. Okay, yeah, so I was reading it wrong. Basically, it's canon to the story, but only in their head. An example I've heard is someone saying that in their headcanon, Kasumi and Thane play a form of hide and seek to keep each other's skills sharp.
That sounds adorable.
That's all. Yeah.
Um,
I like to think that they're just playing hide and seek on the Normandy, like Joker moves his seat and Thane's crouched underneath him.
I don't know. With the trilogy, I don't really have a lot of headcanon. With Dragon Age, I have a shit ton of headcanon.
I mean, with that, I'd go that Grunt and Rex really bro it up.
They do bro it up, though, in the Citadel DSC.
Well, no, I'm meaning, just in general, that whenever they're around, they're always
off
just...
screen, they bro it up. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'm still going with my torrid romance with Gianna Parasini.
Can I support your torrid romance with Gianna Parasini?
I think everyone supports that. There's not a single person that wouldn't support that.
Yeah, she was cut from Mass Effect 3, and I was disappointed.
She was cut?
I think so. She's not there. And if she is there, I totally failed at playing Mass Effect 3.
Maybe there's a chance that she could have gone to Andromeda.
Ooh. Shepard, we so jealous.
Hashtag
In my-
confirmed rumor.
All right, there were some also, Tucker, you were getting a bunch of game suggestions. Do we have more game suggestions for people?
There's just a few. Dishonored 2 was
I saw that,
one
yeah.
that was recommended to all of us. There is Journey for this one was specific towards me because I really like those art kind of games. Journey and Abzu were both very highly recommended. Journey is that PlayStation game where you play as in the sand.
Yeah,
I don't know. And Abzu is
the scuba diving game.
Yeah, it's the scuba diving game.
I saw that at PSX and PAX East.
There's been others because of space, Dead Space. Which this reminds me of something that we didn't discuss in the science, but one of my absolute favorite actually scientific correct moments from Mass Effect 2 where it got science or it got space correct was in the beginning of Mass Effect 2 when your ship is open and you walk through that area, it is silent.
Yeah, there's no sound in space.
And I
'Cause it's a
love that.
vacuum.
I love that just because of how completely accurate that was. Just that is what space is like. No
Of course,
sound.
in the spaceship battles, there's lots of sound. So they're very liberal with that.
I mean, in actuality, it would be silent.
Yes, in actuality, it'd be silent, but in the cutscenes, there's lots of sound.
Which that's kind of weird to think about. Ships are blowing each other up and it's silent.
The sci-fi thing that did that pretty well, and it's not necessarily fully silent, but Battlestar Galactica, in its early days as a TV series, they'd have drums, but it'd be completely silent, other than the soundtrack. Very cool show, by the way. At least the first half of it.
Are you talking about the
newer one, Battlestar
the newer
Galactica.
one? I loved the newer one. It was awesome. Have you ever watched Caprica? Is that what?
I haven't gotten to it yet. The show I'm watching now.
It was good. It was good.
The second season of Dark Matter just got put up on Netflix. And I love the first season.
Oh, they got a second season? I thought they were canceled after the first season.
No, they got a second season out. It's someone called it Mass Effect in Space, and it's not. But it is a really good sci-fi show.
Well, I know what I'm
Kinda
doing
low budget.
when I have a spare moment of time, which doesn't happen often, but occasionally does.
Yeah, Dark Matter, I think 1 and 2 are on Netflix, at least in the USA. I don't know enough about their international stuff, but that's something that's worth checking out.
All right, I'll check it out.
Well, I mean, if you're into sci-fi science fiction shows, redundancy stuff. Okay, by the way, guys, I don't know if we mentioned this before, but the Space Bear Initiative's going on. You need to tweet at people, Space Bear Initiative.
Oh, yeah,
Space
no,
Bear
tweet
Initiative.
at every single person that you can about the Space Bear Initiative.
And for those of you who are recent subscribers to one of our channels and have no idea what we're talking about, back in episode 3, we determined that the big monstery thingamajig in the... Is it EA Play trailer? I think, yeah, it's the EA Play trailer.
Yeah.
It was the EA Play trailer. That big monstery thing that Ryder shoots at a few times and almost gets eaten by. We called it a space bear, because if you think about it, it's essentially a bear in space, because what if you're walking around the open world and, it'd kind of be like the bear of Andromeda, so therefore, space bear.
At least we think so.
Yeah, at least we think so. And then there is the Andromeda Initiative and Pathfinder Initiative.
Which are far less important, by the way.
We don't know much about either. Yeah, they were on t-shirts. And so we were like, okay, they like initiatives. So we'll come up with our own Space Bear Initiative. Boom! Yeah!
I actually mentioned the Space Bear in a recent Mass Effect follower video.
Yas!
Space Bears.
Yep, in the video that is, should co-op be added in Mass Effect Andromeda?
Is that what you want to highlight?
Yeah, I'll highlight that. It's going to be a recent video when this comes out.
Okay.
All right, I should have an idea on the introduction to the Mass Effect Andromeda universe. That better be up by the time this goes. I'm trying to take care of all my stuff before N7 Day. It's going very slow.
I just cleaned off most of my news plate for N7 Day. I did another news update just recently. Both of my recent news updates are like exploding. I'm now at like 11...
Sound effects, go. I was going to add my own, but that works.
Okay. But so my channel is actually like exploding right now. Like I just hit 10K.
You're going to pass me soon.
I'm thinking we're going to get equal like this weekend because I'm now at 11.5 thousand. It's
yeah, you're
crazy.
going to pass me for sure.
It's
I'm going to be at the bottom again.
I'm exploding.
You're going up by hundreds each day, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going up by hundreds each day. I'm like, damn, people, stop, but don't stop.
Don't stop.
I'm nearing 21,000.
Nice.
You see Anima quit the show and then exploded?
Yeah. She did. She actually really did.
I mean, she kept going even before the show.
It might be a consistent thing. I don't think there's a correlation there.
No.
By the way, if you want to check out some really weird Let's Plays that are funny, check her channel out again.
She's a friend of the show. Good friend of the show.
Did the logo that we have and still use.
Mm-hmm. Still good friend of the show, so check her out.
That's all the nerdiness we've got for today. Join us next week for our N7 Day preview show. Should be fun.
We should put like an echo on there. Be like, show.
I'll figure something out.
Do it.
Join us next week for our N7 Day preview show. If you have any questions for that or questions otherwise, feel free to email us at andromenerds@gmail.com, and your questions may be featured in an upcoming episode. Along with our co-host, be sure to follow Andromenerds on Twitter. If you like this podcast and would like to see some more awesome videos, be sure to check out and subscribe to our respective channels. Goodbye. And then the flat out
going on,
adorable
dog?
grunt plush.
Hey,
It's adorable.
Different, get out of my face. Different, no, dude,
Yeah.
go, get.
Was that your dog?
Holy crap, Tucker.
Yeah, dog just walked in my, dude. All right, I guess my dog's chilling in here. Back.
And our special guest for this evening.
Get Doofer.
Way to bring the podcast to a screeching halt.
I'm very good at that.